Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. Um, hold on. Hold the phone. So, yeah, I figured I'm like laying down, getting ready to go to bed, and I figured I'd come live just to share my day with you guys. I figured I would come live because if you know me on Facebook, you know that Daddy said Daddy said that I've been on a rampage all day. Let me just I don't like that light on my face. Daddy said I've been on a rampage all day and I needed to get off my phone because I wouldn't say that it was a full-on rampage. Daddy, it wasn't an actual rampage, right?
It was a rampage.
Now that I've calmed down, I've really let myself calm down. And I wasn't necessarily mad. It just like a switch was flipped and I just reverted back to my troll ways. And I totally was like, all right, bitches, keep commenting. I'll comment too. Fuck you. And so, you know, I do have to share that with you guys. I have to share that with you guys because I really, take it upon myself to make sure that I'm transparent, like I'm a human being. I try my best to always be centered in my truth. I try my best to always be patient, but sometimes a motherfucker just need to know. So, you know, so I let them know. It's just, I know, I understand everyone is going through quite a bit. Everyone is basically exhausted, just exhausted. Even if you aren't going to work right now, you're exhausted. Everyone's sleep cycles are disturbed. Um, it's just a lot for the whole world, everybody, to be going through the things they're going through. And I get it. I get it. And yes, theoretically, because I understand, I should be more patient. But realistically, I need to have as much compassion for myself as I do for other people. I'll tell you guys what was going on earlier. And it started right before I went live for the Pisces reading. And since then, um, I had joined a group or like a page. It's like a news page for Colorado because currently, not for much longer, but currently I'm in Colorado. And they had posted an article that I guess the GOP, I don't even know what that means. I avoid politics like I avoid the Rona. Okay. So they said that the GOP voted against mandatory vaccination for the state of Colorado. And I hearted the post and I made a simple comment of, it's my personal belief that we should protect our freedom to decide for ourselves after we've been given the full facts of the benefits and the potential risks of vaccination. I'm not telling anyone not to do it. I'm not telling anyone to do it. I'm just stating that I appreciate that our freedoms are being maintained. And holy cockamole dolies, the shitstorm that one little comment started, y'all, it went to a whole nother place. It went to a whole nother place. I was kind of surprised and it escalated pretty fast. it escalated pretty fast. Yeah, I just really believe very strongly in everyone having the right to informed consent. I believe that. I believe so deeply in sovereignty that I don't feel like anyone should be dictating to anyone else regarding their health. Granted, I'm not supportive of people who are sick and have symptoms going around and doing like touching all kind of like no. But I mean, to me, that's common sense, isn't it? And that totally went to this whole. It just I just gotta laugh about it because there was this one lady who was going on. A couple other people commented, and they shared basically the same sentiment that I posted, where it's like, we should be allowed to decide. We're all adults, and this lady was going on everyone's comment. It's like, oh, so then I take it you're going to stay away from all the newborns and blah, 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 blah. And she's talking about immunocompromised. I'm fucking immunocompromised, okay? I'm not even joking. I have all kind of problems. So but I didn't say that. And I'm just like, what is up with this lady? And she keeps commenting back and forth with me. And then finally, she just lost her shit. She lost it. She lost it with me, and she's talking about she's gonna sue me. For what? She was just like, I don't want you coming to my. I don't know the logic. I was trying to follow the logic, and there was none. There was none. There just was no logic to it. She's talking about like, if I get her sick, she's going to sue me. I'm like, girl, I can barely tolerate you online. Whatever made you think I want to see her ass in person? Like, that's just like, there's no logic to that. And then she just, she starts talking about, and I know she went on my profile, and my profile doesn't have my location. It doesn't have who my family is. No pictures of my family. That's right, bitches. I know how y'all function. So my profile on Facebook has nothing but my fuckery. So yeah, I know she tried to get information. Go ahead, go on my business page too, boo-boo. It's Emmie Evolving. And then she goes, well, I hope you're not in my state, and I want you to stay out of my state. Why? Because I'm Asian? Is that what it is? Because of all the other people that commented. Some people commented more rude than I did. I was just simply like, I believe in everyone having free choice. Ain't nobody comment on anyone else's stuff. They all just commented because you can tell I'm Asian. Motherfuckers, I'm one of the cleanest motherfuckers you could ever meet. Please get out of here. Get out of here. So yeah, no, it was, I think by the time Daddy made me, and I'm not joking, he told me I had to delete it. By the time he told me to delete all this stuff, I think the comments were clocking in at like 70. I'm like, yo, racist motherfuckers. I ain't gonna stop. I will never stop. You will never get rid of me. And then Daddy came up and he was like, you're stopping. You've been on a rampage. And I was like, fine, I guess.
You said what?
I said, fine, I guess. So yeah, that's and then I went and deleted all of it. But yeah, I think that everyone needs to give themselves enough space to process however they're processing. Like if you have an exchange with someone, you have an exchange with someone, and then you move forward from it. It's insane. To me, it's insane how far people have really gone off the deep edge. It's just it's insane. It's insane. I mean, well, no, I can't say that anymore because we're not. Because we're not. I was about to say last I checked we were still a free nation, but no, we're not. We're on lockdown. We've all been grounded. We've all been grounded. I'm not necessarily opposed to that. I see a lot of the healing that's occurring for Gaia with us, with us being home, everyone kind of just slowing down. I see a lot of good coming from it. I really do. But the fear based, like, yo, she straight said, you could get someone in my state sick who can then get someone in my county sick, who can then get someone in my city sick, who can then get someone in my family sick, and I'll sue you. Okay, burden of proof. It's a pandemic, meaning it's all over the place. It's already in your state. Are you okay? Okay, we're not going back there. We're not. So, you guys, have you noticed an elevation in annoyance? You see a lot of divorces coming. Well, that sucks. I mean, with the exception of today, where I was kind of rampaging. He's not mad at me. He just wants me to get back in control of myself.
Right.
But yeah, no. It's weird. I've been really feeling him lately. Really, really feeling him. Yeah, we don't have. Well, we're always together anyway, so I don't know. But I think a lot of people are realizing what their relationships are. Oh, you were joking? Well, Juan. Yeah, there is a lot of fear, a lot of cabin fever. I think, yeah, everyone's pretty much already been exposed. I was thinking about a couple folks who got sick like in December, January time, similar symptoms. And I'm wondering, and these are people that are stateside, I'm wondering if they already caught it. It's pretty serious stuff. You see lots of pregnancies coming out of this. Paula, I'm not one of them either. She. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. People don't know how to be still and know. Yeah, it is hard. It is hard. The moment you're told not to do something, it's kind of like human nature to go ahead and try and do it. But, at the same time, it's like the level of fear-based, irrational, illogical thinking for that post that I was just really going off on. Yeah, it was like they were trying to make the analogy that my statement of everyone should be free to make informed decisions for themselves, for their journey, for their health. One person basically was saying that it was like me going into a theater with an assault rifle and gunning everyone down. And I was in full troll mode, like giggling, and then I read that and I was like, how's that even an analogy? Like, what? And then another person said, we're also all free to drive in a crowded parking lot drunk. What? I don't get it. Like, what are y'all smoking in Colorado? They laced the ganja with something. They laced it with something. I was like, so one lady said she was going to sue me because I was going to infect all of Colorado.
Dumb broad.
And I'm like, isn't it already in Colorado? Like,
Dumb broad.
and I'm stupid. Like, what the fuck? I don't know, guys. I was just like, y'all are so illogical right now. That makes no sense. Right. People are scared. They are scared. They're scared and they're not thinking. They're not thinking. And like, they keep pushing the whole, well, you need to protect the I am immunocompromised. I am. Okay? Like for real. So why are you trying to force me to take? I can't have a vaccine. My children are vaccine injured. They're reactive to vaccines. The fuck are you talking about? You gonna do that? Ooh, I can't say that. I caught it before it came out. I caught it before it came out. I'm so proud of myself. I so want to say it. Don't say it, girl. Don't say it. Oh my God. Bring Jesus. Have him take the wheel. Take the wheel, Jesus. All right. Let me just. Whew. Hey, my husband showed me a video. I don't know. It might be a joke. I don't know. But, Daddy, what was the video titled?
I don't remember what it's called. There's some guy spit on the orange.
Oh, no, not that.
Which one?
The Corona one.
Oh,
in Mexico?
Instead of people buying toilet paper, Corona beer.
It's hilarious because it's video footage of what looks like a Costco in Mexico. And everybody has those like pallet type of carts, the flatbed carts, and they're just stacked up with cases and cases of Corona beer. I was just like, what an place. What an place. Oh my God. They're like, fuck toilet paper. Hey, that's logic. That you could use that as COVID throat spray. Alcohol, sanitize. Hey, Daddy. I don't know about your guys' area, but our area is all out of isopropyl alcohol. Can you hand me the sanitizer that we purchased? The sanitizer alternative. The sanitizer alternative, it's by the watermelon.
Oh, Mom, did you have to have the vitamin you got me?
Yes, please do. The elderberry.
Where? You should buy the watermelon. There's nothing there.
Yes, the VODKA.
Where is it?
It should be there
Alright. You should buy the watermelon by the coffee maker, right?
by the coffee maker.
It's not because it's over here.
Over where?
It's on the freaking. This one.
No, Daddy, the big ass bottle of vodka. You messed up the whole plot line. Yo,
I thought
this man. This man. He messed up the whole like punchline. So no, really. I went and I got some. We're about to go to sleep soon. Like very soon. I still have to finish packing my office, which I'm not looking forward to.
It's only 40%, you know?
So here is my here's my hand sanitizer, disinfectant. It's American vodka distilled 6 times. I don't know.
Mommy, it's crazy that it's way bigger than your head.
Is it bigger than my head?
Yeah.
Can you put this back?
You got it.
Don't drop it.
I gotta get this.
My stomach.
So I literally did make my own sanitizer spray. It has essential oils in it, as well as grapefruit seed extract and a couple other things. But yeah, we do really good with that one. We're not a alcohol type of family or couple. I don't drink. Like,
I don't like hard alcohol.
yeah, I don't like alcohol, period. It's not enjoyable for me. It just makes me feel sick. Like hella sick. No, I haven't added tea tree oil simply because my concern is that it's a endocrine disruptor. And if you're going to be saturating your whole environment with that, it's not exactly the best thing when it comes to children. What is that? Hold on. There's like a $2 mark on my screen. What does that mean? Is
That means
YouTube trying to
somebody
charge me?
Donated $2.
Oh, thank you, Juan. Thank you. I was like, what is that? Because I don't go live on my phone. Not really. But yeah, I use a mix of different oils. Lemon, clove, eucalyptus, rosemary, grapefruit seed. I forgot what the other one was. But I put them all together and then I put it with isopropyl alcohol, 91% isopropyl. And I mix it up. And it works really good. It works really, really good because if you think about it, the isopropyl, the alcohol, it evaporates rather quickly. And if you put the concentration just right with the oils, it thins out the oil enough that it won't irritate your skin. But because it's an oil, it leaves a residue. So that way, even after you spray it, you still have the disinfectant properties. In addition to that, it has a lot of immune boosting stuff. What are my thoughts on when the virus plateaus and will finally end? Well, my personal thoughts are the virus will magically be resolved as soon as martial law is called. That's my theory. It's just a theory. But sometimes I'm full of shit. So yeah, it's just, you can take the girl out the conspiracy, but you can't take the conspiracy out the girl. Okay. No, in all seriousness, I do kind of wonder that, but at the same time, I kind of feel like maybe mid-May, some good stuff will start. Some good stuff will start to pop up. It's either we're gonna get a hold of this by mid-May, or by mid-May we're all gonna be so sick of this we're gonna make it stop. I would prefer that it just kind of go away on its own. I don't want like civil unrest or anything like that. I don't want destruction of property. I don't want people fighting. Like, I don't want any of that. I just kind of want everyone to just calm down, calm down, calm down. I'm going to be on a farm. I'm going to raise some goats, some chickens, and some dogs. So, okay, guys, I have a real question here. Real question. All right. Legitimate question. If you've never lived on a farm before and you suddenly decide you're going to live on a farm, be self-sustained, grow your own food, have your own little animales. What would be the kind of animals you should have on a farm? Because I'm being real here. I plan on raising my own food and processing my own meat. I don't know if I'm being realistic. I think I'm gonna be crying real hard for the first dinner that I do that for. I'm already having anxiety. Shit. Whew. Chickens, okay. Okay, chickens. We were considering chickens and maybe like a goat or two. I don't know if I can kill them either. God, man. I think I would be like, can you just please volunteer to drop dead? Like, I don't know. I was thinking turkeys. Turkeys. You know what I'm saying? Turkeys. Hello, friend. I already have a cat. I already have 2 dogs who are useless, by the way. You could be knocking on the front door like you're raiding the house. They don't make a single sound. Like, you girls are useless. They're just good for cuddles, is what it is. But we were thinking of, well, I don't know. You know, Daddy wanted to get 2 more dogs, and I'm like, I don't trust them though. They're strangers. I'm just like, I don't trust other dogs. They're strangers. Bison. I don't know. They got a badass mood, don't they? They got bad attitudes. I'm not trying to get trampled, girl. I'm not that big. I'm not that big. um part of my memories from my life as a First Nation hunter, we would I distinctly remember, it's just weird. Okay, it's weird. I would call them to us. I would call the animal to us and they would come to me. I would call them and they would come to me. Wild animals. And then they would just stand there. And then the people who are with me would walk up to the wild animal, very calm, cut its throat, take it down, cut its throat, and we would let it bleed out into the earth to show respect. And it was just, I was like, I still got to look that up if that's a practice. And we wouldn't take the entire herd. It would be a select few. We'd only ever take just what we needed, what we could carry back to the village. But yeah, it would be a couple that would just stay and allow the other hunters. We would never chase after them. We wouldn't hide. They would first stay behind and I would call them to me and I would explain, I would be thankful, express my gratitude, and they wouldn't run away. And I'm just like, that's a bullshit dream. That's full. That can't be real. But I don't know. I think it might be memories. It might be. Well, in this life, animals come to me too. It's like freaky. One time I was live streaming at a public park and I just heard like a baby duck screaming. And I was like, what is that? And I turn around and I literally saw a baby duck hella far from me running full speed towards me. And I was like, oh my God, it's a baby. And I put my hand on the ground like this and it went right in my hand and just sat there and it stopped screaming. And I was like, where is your mom? It was only a couple days old. And it just, I don't know, it was weird. If you were with me on Facebook back in like, when was that? 2017? Was it 2017, Daddy?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. And then another time, I went with my friend. I was visiting a friend in Pennsylvania, and she took me with her to their farm, where the farm where they keep her horse. and her horse was in a huge pasture with another horse, Bubba. Bubba's handsome. Oh my God. He looked like he might have been like part Clydesdale or something. He was just gorgeous. And we went in there and she was telling me, oh, that's Bubba. And I put my hand out and I said, hi, Bubba, come here. And he stopped eating and he came to me. And my friend was like, oh my God. And I was like, did I do something wrong? And she told me, and he put his face in my hand. I just stuck my hand out. He put his face in my hand. And then she told me that apparently the owners who take really good care of him, he looked very well taken care of. It takes them like an hour or two on ATVs running him down before he stops and lets them catch him. I was like, well, why don't they just call him? Well, because he doesn't go to anyone. He won't let anyone touch him or anything. Yes, I call my husband Daddy. I call him Daddy. It's part of my culture. You know, you call people what you expect your children to call them. So, like, my cousin is Auntie Ninang because she's their auntie and their Ninang. But yeah, so Bubba, that one always stuck with me because, yeah, my girlfriend was like, oh my God. I was like, did I do something wrong? Like, he just came right to me. Yeah, it's just some weird stuff. Animals act weird around me. Children do too. They like climb in my lap and stuff and want me to take them home. I'm like, bruh, you got your own parents. And then my kids get all like, that's my mom. It's okay, guys. We're not adopting anyone. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. And like any babies that cry, you give them to me, they'll stop crying.
Facts.
And my husband too. My husband. It you know what, Andy, it's awkward when like you're sitting at a, and this hasn't happened in years because I haven't gone to one of these in years. But I used to take my kids to like reading circles at like Barnes and Noble, the library, things like that. And random ass kids would just crawl into my lap and like just melt in my lap. Like I'm their nanny or some shit. I'm like, this is awkward. Oh my God. I hope your parents aren't like thinking I'm doing something to you. I'm not feeling awkward because the child is in my lap. I'm feeling awkward because like, what the heck is your parent probably thinking? But yeah. Yeah, no, fine. You need more Filipino friends then because they all call their husband daddy. I'm not joking. What? When you worked at a camper would literally crawl into bed with you in the middle of the night? That's awkward. That is legit awkward. Awkward. Wow. But yeah, no, I've tried so many different things in life. I haven't tried everything, but I've tried so many different things to maybe like let myself discover what is my actual path. I can say without a shadow of a doubt, my body is not compatible with veganism. My body is barely compatible with allopathic medicine. The food pyramid is my enemy. Basically, everything that's widely accepted, widely practiced is not compatible with me. It's crazy. Even sunscreen. I'm allergic to sunscreen. I'm allergic. Y'all, how many people you know allergic to epinephrine? What you got on that? Allergic to epinephrine. So Emmie's having an allergic reaction. Sticker with the EpiPen. Yeah, if you want me to die for real. Oh, me baby Jules. Aw. 3 or 4 kids that try to love on you, but you have to tell them. That's sad. That's kind of sad. I find it sad when kids feel something organically and we have to tell them and teach them that that's wrong. Do you think the economy will recover back to where it was? Were we doing so well? The economy always goes through its cycles. I mean, how many realtors will tell you that we're due for another collapse of that bubble? You know, it just goes in cycles. It really does. What's epinephrine? Epinephrine is basically synthesized adrenaline. Yeah. So what it does, it dilates everything, and it blocks your histamine, you know, like a anaphylactic shock, anaphylactic reaction. It blocks that so that you don't keel over before you can get to the hospital and have your airway secured. So yeah, no, I can't do epinephrine at all. Yeah, they've been anticipating a collapse for a while now, maybe like 2 years. You know, we can't always be forward. Sometimes we have to do a little backslide to recharge. Growing up, I used to always be the one that would put the baby to sleep when they were Yeah, me too. Me too. I would put them to sleep. I love babysitting. I just do. I love babysitting children. You know, I think I've said this before. Like there's people out there who they wanna have some sort of like infamy. They want to be famous. They want to be known and recognized. And you know, I just want to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm not joking. I just want to be a stay-at-home mom. I just want to take care of kids. I want to do domestic stuff. I love cleaning. I love cooking. I love cuddling with children. I love homeschooling. I love arts and crafts. Daddy, am I telling the truth? Okay. That's like my definition of a beautiful, perfect life. Being able to just sit with my kids, any kids, and empowering them through teaching, encouragement, all of that. Cooking food from scratch, infusing it with love, seeing their faces light up, knowing that I made it all from scratch just for them. I love it. That's like the ideal life. Just being a stay-at-home mom. I love it. What's my unique method of dealing with kids that are rowdy or don't listen? I'm honest with them. I'm very honest with kids. Very, very honest. So my kids know you're not going to act a fool in public. You act a fool, I'll act a fool with you. Okay? I don't really like the whole spanking thing, but you want to get loud, we'll talk loud. It's going to be embarrassing for both of us. Not joking. I'm not trying to publicly embarrass you, but I don't want you to feel like the odd man out. I'll join you there. I ask them to stop. If they don't stop, I tell them you do that again, there's going to be a consequence. And I tell them what the consequence is. And they know whatever that consequence that I tell them, I will do it. I will do it. And it's not something I want to do, but if that's a consequence you choose for yourself, then now I'm obligated to follow through. For the most part, they're just like, okay, whatever. But here's the thing, I don't run a freaking dictatorship. They can tell me like, I don't want to do that right now. Okay, well, why don't you want to do that right now? Because we need to get it done. Well, I don't feel like it. Well, that's really not a good enough reason. We have to cooperate. We're a functional unit and we have to support each other. You can't just, I don't feel like doing it just to be give me a hard time. Because what ends up happening, you give me a hard time, that puts me in a bad mood. I'm now in a bad mood. And you know what happens when I'm in a bad mood? I'm really, really horrible to deal with. Like, I have attitude, I don't want to cooperate. And you know that it takes me a long time to get out of a bad mood. So do yourself a favor. You're stuck with me all day. Don't put me in a bad mood. I'm asking you to please cooperate with me. And they usually do. I'm not going to threaten you and be like, well, I'm going to beat you. No. You irritated me. Now I don't want to talk. You want something? No, I don't want to hear it right now because now I'm in a bad mood and I can't be considerate. And they're just like, yeah, I don't want to deal with you when you're like that. Okay, well, that's how the world works. That's how the world works. So, and I don't treat them like they're beneath me. I do explain to them, like, look, yes, I believe in sovereignty, but you also hand selected me to be your mother. So obviously you needed this experience with me. I'm teaching you boundaries. And they're like, yeah, well, bruh, you picked me to be your mom. You knew I'm going to be like this. You know what I'm saying? You knew that before you were born. You still decided to follow through. And because my kids would be like, well, Mom, what about sovereignty? Well, yeah, I believe in sovereignty. But you picked me to be your mom and you knew I was going to be a hard ass. Now, I have a really good relationship with my kids. I talk to them a lot. Why do this? I don't know. Like, my kids they've never really behaved like other children. Y'all, is this weird? It's a, that's a picture of me. That looks so damn vain and narcissistic. Oh my God. It's my favorite pillow. Someone gave me a pillow of me and my mom. I swear, I didn't print out a picture of just my face. It's me and my mom. Oh my God. But yeah, no, my kids, I mean, here and there, they'll have their like little tantrums and stuff and be mad at me or be mad at their dad. But yeah, no, they've been, my kids are amazing. My kids are amazing. They just are. Even if they weren't my children, I'd enjoy hanging out with them. Yeah, I'd enjoy them. Yeah. I was like, is that my eyebrow? Oh my God. Let's see. My 3 kids never gave me any trouble. My youngest just turned 3. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, my kids are very supportive. And I know it has a lot to do with them mirroring the way my husband and I are with them. They're our priority. We take their needs and their feelings in consideration. But we're also very honest, like, hey, we need your cooperation. We are a functional family unit. We do this together. So yeah, she was just going, who's going through the Trump syndrome? What is Trump syndrome? What is this whole focus on Trump? I don't understand it. Can someone help me understand that? Like, I'm really not into politics. I'm not. But I don't understand why people have like really gone way bonkers when it comes to like presidential topics. I don't understand that. It's like they really took it personal, like you said their mama got a peg leg or something. I'm just like, You know, uh, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what Trump syndrome is. That's why I'm asking. But yeah, kids need connection. They need to know that they're heard. You don't necessarily have to agree with them. They just need to know that you heard them, you know? Um, I try my best to make it a point to let them know that I hear them. My husband does too. So either he's the solution or the problem to many. Very infantile way of looking at. Yeah, I would have to agree. I would have to agree because these problems existed before he was elected. I don't understand how it's all his fault. I'm not one of his supporters. He definitely isn't my candidate. I don't have a candidate. I don't like any of it. I don't. I have some really particular beliefs about the system that really are just, they're inconsequential at this point. Let's see. Are you ready to go to bed?
Yeah, it's already 11 o'clock.
Can you come lay down with me? The house is a mess. Oh my God. I think maybe that's what drove me over the edge today and had me on a rampage in the middle of packing everything, and everything's just crazy. What's social programming? Okay, so Trump syndrome, just go to an wait, and then what happens? Are you setting me up for something? You want me to go to an elementary school, sit with second graders, and then what happens? As long as you have KFC snacks, soda, he's okay. Who's okay? I haven't had KFC in years. God, I miss KFC. I also miss Carl's Jr. double Western bacon burger with crisp cut fries and a Dr. Pepper. Extra barbecue sauce, dip it in some ranch. That stuff will kill me right on the spot. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent by myself for a second. Yeah, I just can't take politics seriously. I can't. It's just not my cup of tea ever. Ever. Never. Is KFC still open? Our fast food place is still open? Oh my God, I totally called it a fat fad. What the hell? Woo! Freudian slip of the tongue. Oh, yes. Yes. Drive-throughs are open. So, you guys, I have elevated levels of like germophobia that I thought I had really already rectified. And, you know, strangers are still touching your food. I don't think it really matters if it's drive-through or not. There's still strangers touching your food. You know? Freak you guys out. What's level 4 lockdown? What does that mean? Trump's been calling the CEOs of the fast food places. Is that really true? You're checking in from the Yay area. Knob Hill? What's the hill? I don't know either.
What part of the year?
Whoa. Why would he be eating baby food through a straw? That's a really, like, questionable comment. Huh?
Why do you need to do that?
Oh, he said it during his live I don't know. I don't know, but that's questionable. That's questionable. You know, I'm trying to look out for you. That's questionable. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know that I want to know. If it's something that's questionable in its legality, please don't share it with me. I just don't want to be involved. Level 4 in New Zealand means that our whole nation is only allowed to go and do essential things like shopping for food and no traveling throughout the country. Well, it's essential for me to jump out of an airplane right now. I was going to go skydiving and then they totally just ruined my plan. Where did 1020 land on? I got Tanzania. Is it? I don't know. It looked like it was the center of Africa. I don't know where in Africa. I had to stop because I was going to go down a really massive rabbit hole and I probably wouldn't surface for several days. So not joking. What do you think about the way the messages come through? Oh, is it a Beatles song? What do you think about how, oh, I just said that. What do you think about how the messages come through when I read the cards? It's crazy, right? It's like, to me, it's crazy. Crazy. It goes boom, 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 and lots of information all at once. Wait, I thought you said Tanzania. Wait. Tanzania, okay. Tanzania or Tanzania?
Who knows?
Huh?
Amy.
Not Tasmania. Yo, is this mic on? Is this working? It's in the middle of Africa, like smack dab middle. But yeah, I mean, I've pulled that card several times. I've never noticed that detail. I've totally never noticed that detail, ever. So it was just weird. Your friend said we're going to war for oceans of oil found in Africa where the desert meets the forest. That's interesting. I've never heard, I don't think I have. I've never heard of Africa having or being rich in fossil fuel. But I did realize, being in Colorado, the Middle East is not the only place with fossil fuel. There is plenty of fracking happening in Colorado. Plenty. We see them harvesting that all throughout the state. And I forget the information that I came across. Something about, I want to say, and don't quote me, but I want to say what I came across was that Colorado has enough oil to be able to supply the entire state of California. I don't remember. My memory's bad, but something like that. So really, you know, the Middle East is not the only place that has large deposits of fuel. But if you think about it, if you really want to go down another rabbit hole, um, start looking into the Aegean Sea. For such a small body of water, um, why is there military presence from all the big nations for such a small body of water? Why is that? It's said that there's a stargate there, an active stargate. If you go look up Project Camelot, she talks a lot about really fascinating topics, really fascinating topics. She interviews interesting individuals, very interesting, who are usually at the top of their field for whatever field they specialize in. Yeah. But yeah, I've never heard of oil in Africa. Not that there isn't. I'm just saying I've never heard of it. So that's pretty new to me. Yeah. But I do know there's a lot of subterranean things that go on in Africa. The subterranean things feed off of suffering, the frequency that's emitted when there's suffering, when there's conflict, all of those things. So very interesting things that you could talk about. Hope that. The oil wells in Southern California, the tar pit area, enough to supply us for some. Oh, I heard about that too. Thank you for reminding me. What's the tar pits in like SoCal? I don't remember what it's called anymore. People live very poorly, but the natural resources like diamonds, gold, silver, gems are hugely plentiful in Zimbabwe. Yeah. Comets. Lots of things originated. A lot of information, esoterica, just a lot of really potent things originate from there. Yeah. Interesting things. What I love is when you come across people who share tremendous amounts of information just in casual conversation. That's the most beautiful thing, to be able to share little tidbits that serve as breadcrumbs, the crumbs that get you further into your own knowing. Malaria pills in Africa. Hydroco something, right? Are you talking about how that they're hypothesizing that a specific type of malaria pill can address the virus? Why do you ask, Jay Reardon? And I ask you that because I'm very sensitive about people asking about sensitive information regarding my life, especially being as I share so much already. I'm actually a very private person. Yeah, I never remember the hydro something. Hydro pop. Thank you, maybe Jules. What was it? Fool on the Hill was inspired by Himalayan yogis. All right, guys. He's breathing over here. I gotta go. Are you watching me live?
No.
He is right beside me watching me live on his phone.
Which is called monitoring.
Are you sure you're not just oogling me on your phone?
I get the real thing.
So, Jay Reardon, yes, I was born in the Philippines. I understand curiosity. I just am also very shy. No, I was born in the Philippines.
Hi.
Yeah. Daddy said hi.
Have to wrap it up. It's closing
It's
time.
closing time. Da 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 da. The new prime minister's. I'm just gonna not say anything about vaccines. I caught it before it came out. I caught it. I caught it before it came out. You guys, thank you so much for letting me vent and call myself out on my own BS. It's okay if you guys are having meltdowns too. It's okay. It's a natural part of your growth. Be gentle with yourself. Have as much compassion for yourself as you'd like to have for other people. Okay? Have a good night, guys. Bye.